Look at the little legs run. Now we're mass producing iron, or we will be once we get all those belts installed. Yes, look at them go. Yes, look at that. We can grab this oil, coal down here, plastic here. We can come up here and then come back down. Nice, we have plastic. We've got our green circuits here and our red circuits here. So the last thing we need to do is make the blue circuits. And the blue circuits need a lot of green circuits. 20 green circuits and 2 red circuits per. So we need to upscale our green circuit production by a lot. And then find a space, probably just in here, to stick the blue circuits. I don't think we need that much. Well, we'll see how it goes. Let's grab this plastic. And we need to deliver it up to here. Okay, so let's turn this around. Like so. Oh, and I'm out of belts. So let's go grab some more belts. 2 plastic and 2 green circuits. Okay, so let's grab our plastic. Bring this down here. There we go. And then... oh, I'm out of belts again. This is going to be a common occurrence, isn't it? There, we bring this up and then bring you across. That'll make our circuits. And that's going to be belt 1. And then we need a second belt. So, should we split this? That should do. Let's go connect that to a power source. There we go. How many do we get? It's pretty slow, actually. But there we go, we have some. Nice. That is the one problem with doing big sprawling factories, is the travel time to get to your items, either for yourself or for your drones, and I'm not sure how I'm going to solve that yet. I really need to build a mall for this stuff. Maybe we build a mall later. There we are. We should be able to just copy and paste this now. Yeah, look at them go. That never gets old. So that forms our main bus for the red circuits. We probably will need to split that so that it can head up to the blue circuits. So this will need a little bit of a different design because unlike the rest of the circuits down here, we also need sulfuric acid. And sulfuric acid, as we know, is a liquid, which means we need pipes. So these pipes have got to go in here. Then because we need a massive amount of green circuits, we're going to need to use a fast inserter on the inside here to deliver the green circuits. And then we can use a second belt on the outside for the red circuits, which we only need 2 of. So we can use a much slower long inserter for that to save on space. And then again, we can use a long inserter to extract the blue circuits once they're done, because they'll be coming out really slowly. So that's the general design that I think I'm going to go for. And we can also then use a substation here, which fits in quite nicely. And then we can also then duplicate that and flip it around for here. And that should provide us with 2 sides of a belt, of a single belt, of blue circuits. And then the next thing is we need the red circuits in the middle. Actually, no. I've goofed this. We could merge the belt in the middle because we don't need 2 full belts worth of red circuits. Yes, okay. And then we have our tunnels here. Green circuits on the outside, red circuits on the inside. Then they output blue circuits here, which then meet up in the middle. Where that then goes, I am not entirely sure. Yeah, and then we probably want to copy this over here for a second set of crafters. Let's get these red circuits over there. I have a design for a splitter. I can use this design to split my bus. This is such a satisfying sound. Cool. So that'll now balance and split, which means we can get this across. Okay, so blue circuits need green circuits in bulk. So we can serve that here and again serve it here. And then our red circuits can come around. Red circuits go up here. Oh no! Get off the belt! There we go. Nice! Oh yeah, the last thing we need to do now is we need the sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid needs sulfur, which is just water and petroleum, which is easy to do because we have oil here. Except I have no pump jacks, so I'm going to have to go back and get some pump jacks. Okay, now that we have the pump jacks, we can start siphoning out the oil so that we can make petroleum, and then we can turn the petroleum and the water here into our sulfuric acid for the blue circuits. So we get 55 petroleum out of that, or 45 petroleum out of that, but then I don't have to deal with process, and that needs water as well. Yeah, I don't have to deal with that. Let's just go for the basic processing. Should probably be enough. And then we need to run that over to chemical plants. And then these also need water. So this is where we put offshore pump. Let's set the recipe for sulfur. We're going to have to flip these. So nice we can do that now. Belt goes on this side. We could double track it so that both lanes are filled up. And then we need to come back up here to make the sulfuric acid, which is going to need iron plates, sulfur, and our water again. Yep, and then this will be our, oops, not lubricant, sulfuric acid. Okay, the last thing we need now is some iron plates, which we should be able to cheaply siphon off from our furnace array here. Straight off of here. That's our sulfur. This will be our iron coming in. Okay, iron comes in. Yeah. Okay, and then we need to power all this, so... Okay, nice. So that should be making sulfuric acid, which I forgot to actually pipe out. And that's our sulfuric acid for the blue circuits ready to go. So let's pipe this across. Yeah, this works nicely. This fits perfectly. There we go. Once we hook this up, we should have circuits. Oh, I want to see some blue circuits. There we go. Look at that. Woohoo! Oh, that's so cool. Look at them all go. Oh, okay. We do have a problem with the green circuit throughput. And I know exactly why. It's quite simply because we just aren't making enough. So let's expand that. So we're really just bottlenecked on crafting machines now. Assembly machines. I don't know why I keep calling them crafting machines. How is the copper going here? Ooh. Copper's fine. Okay, so... this is producing a full belt. And we have... If we turn these away... We turn these away because I'm noticing some of these inserters are idle. Yeah, look at that. Okay. So 5 of these guys can fill up an entire lane. So then if we cut this, and then we just duplicate this stacked 5 wide array over to here to form a second 4-lane bus, that might be a way more efficient use of lane real estate. And then the iron's fine. The iron can continue across. But it's these copper wires, because they're completely running out by the time they get to here. So we might need to cut some of these. Basically just trying to find the right ratios now. We should be able to copy our setup here, like that. And then we should also be able to copy our array. I think that should be the right ratio to fill up another bus. And if it's not, we can always put in some modules and it'll be fine. Okay, something strange that I've noticed is this belt has filled up. Oh, because we filled up the buses. Okay. So what we need to be doing is now running these circuits off to their own bus. Which does bring me to my next challenge. Is we need to place a train here. Ooh, okay. Do we want to do a big train or do we want to do a little train? Big train would be nice, but then I have to think about the fact that I'd have to build a big station everywhere this train is going to go. But I suppose, yeah, it just needs to be delivering everything. So let's go big. Go big or go bust. Yeah, so what I want to do is I want our 3 circuit types going on here. But then I've got extra space. What else can we deliver from... Just so we're maximizing efficiency, what else can we actually deliver from an electronics factory that would be needed elsewhere? Electric engine units would probably need to be done down south where the engines are being made, so we can deliver green circuits down there. What do we need for the science packs? We need red circuits for the blue science packs, productivity modules and red circuits for the electric furnaces for the production science packs, blue circuits for the utility science packs, and then they need robot flying frames, which need batteries. Okay, so if we do green circuits, red circuits, blue circuits, productivity modules here, batteries here, productivity modules here, speed modules here. Yes, I think that'll work. How are we going to deliver all this? Making a really, really big mess of these buses, I'm sure. I can hear people already saying, Khaeops, this looks ugly. Why are you so bad at the game? The answer is I am bad at the game. Probably. But I don't care. I'm enjoying it. Okay, that's our red circuits. Our green circuits will probably need to come out of a second array, I think. All of this is going to be used for creating other circuits. So what really needs to happen is this. I'm not sure if that's efficient or not. It probably isn't. I'm sure there's a better way to mathematically do this, but it hurts my brain, so I'm just not gonna... I'm gonna ignore that. These robots are so slow. Yeah, let's run these productivity modules into here. And then this is gonna run across. It's gonna be a 2-laner for now. Okay, do we have room here? Not really. That is an oversight on my end. Well, let's just run the reds down to the station first and see what its throughput ends up looking like from here. I'm not entirely liking how that's not diagonal with the track. Yes, I'm worried about the aesthetics. So that comes in here. That'll fill that up. So how's that throughput looking now? Terrible. Absolutely shockingly terrible. Okay. We've got work to do. Okay, so that's hopefully going to double the production of that. It's still not going to be enough. This is abysmal. I mean, it's kind of going. Not great, but it's going. Whoa, look at it go. Yes, look at that. Now we're making progress. Look how thick it is. Let's get all these placed. Actually, what's happened to my plastic? Ooh, what's going on with my plastic? We're not making petroleum. Oh, because the light oil's filled up. Do oil cracking. Is that... How good is oil cracking? I'm using light oil for rocket fuel. I guess rocket fuel doesn't use much, so oil cracking would be better to turn that into petroleum. Yeah, you might be right. What is the recipe for oil cracking? Oh, I don't have it. Is oil cracking in the refinery or is it in here? Ah, it's in here. Light oil cracking to petroleum. Needs water and light oil, makes 20. Okay. Then we need our water to come here. Our light oil will come into here. We can run a pipe straight down the middle. Okay, that's our water. Pull the light oil out, which is there. Like that. We should now A nice supply. Does it improve the throughput if I connect every output on these chemical plants? No, in 2.0 fluid flow is instant. Back in my day, fluid flow rate mattered. I remember that. That was always a pain in the butt. But then they also introduced the pipe length limit, and we had to use the pumps, which I experienced when building my perimeter defense. Every so forth I had to put a pump in the way. Well, that light oil's... is that climbing? No, that's dropping. Nice. Okay, so that problem should be solved, which means... but where's our petroleum? Have I goofed up a connection somewhere? Yes. There we go. You seem pretty good at laying pipe. Absolutely. So that should be the plastic back online, which it is. Nice. Which means our red circuit production should be back online as well now. We actually didn't need that many chemical plants, which is good. Okay, so back to where we were with the electronics factory. Should I use speed modules? Or should I use productivity modules on all these guys? Which one would be more economic? Because I suppose I have enough supply of the items required to just speed it up. Maybe I just go with speed modules for now, since I have a lot of them. Oh. That was a long time ago I needed my furnaces there. So if we come down here and add speed modules to all of these guys, how much quicker are they going to start consuming? Producing 700, let's say 700 per minute of the reds. If I then fill all these up, how does that affect the production rates? Oh, 1.3k. Nearly double. Okay. That was pretty good. Crafting speed plus 80%. Ah, yeah, mathematically that makes sense. I suppose not a whole lot more for us to do, but expand. Oh, what's happened to our plastic? Okay, I think we need to increase our plastic production next. So if we increase this, something like that, then we need to figure out how to connect all these. I could just run a pipe across like that. That's probably the easiest way to do it. We need to get our coal across. There we go, that should be the coal sorted. Yes, this will solve the plastic problems. Ah, but this throughput issue. No, the coal's good. Okay, so what are we low on? Coal. Oh, I'm out of inserters, that's why. How many do we need? 20. Oh, I'm out of pipes. Yeah, let's go get some more pipes. And now we run back. Up! God damn it!